This is the wing vent assembly, and my customer has already cleaned up the regulator part of it and packed it with new grease, and he even made a little cap here to hold the grease in, which is kind of neat, and it works well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to replace these old gaskets with these new ones, and also in this window channel here I've got a new felt channel to put in there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, I'm installing the new rubber channel to the wing vent. The gasket, actually, channel is not the correct term. And I'm using a lubricant and some dull tools. This is not a screwdriver, this is a rounded off tool that I use for things like this. And this is just a flat end punch that I make sure I don't have a sharp edge on it. And start by holding it up like this and putting the punch into that slot and pressing down on that slot, on that center slot. That way, and have it well lubricated in there, with your WD-40. And then once you get one side started into this slot, you're actually pushing the rubber down into this slot, that slot in the rubber that I referred to earlier. Then you can come back and come under there like this, and you can just push it down and work along and push it down and push it down and push it down, and it will and you can just work the thing on there, which is what I'm doing. I'm just coming around the bend here and working it on around until I get the whole thing on. Okay, I've used a little countersunk number 6 screw to hold that felt, that new felt in this channel. There's my wing vent, and these two pieces will go together like that right there. But right now I'm putting this felt in this channel. I've already got my wing vent seal on here and here, and I want something that's not going to get in the way of the window. So this little number 6 screw has a head that barely sticks up, and it sinks down in the felt so that the window, so that it's way down there in the felt. It doesn't even show, and the window will just slide right over it. And I'll have to cut it off. This was just what I had in the shop. I didn't want to have to go to the hardware store, and they probably wouldn't have sold these that short enough to do this anyway. So anything I could have got, I would have had to cut off. So I'll just use these because I already got them, and they should just work real well. This one other one I can put in, then these up here are what hold this wing vent. The two holes in there match up with that, and same up here with this, and then it will be back together as a unit. But I got all my seals in, my 1, 2, and 3. The felt channel, and then weather seal and weather seal. Okay, it's done. I've got the felt channel installed and the 2 rubber seals for the wing vent, and there, if it shows it, are my little countersunk screws coming through with the nuts. And what I'll do is I'll just take each one of those, and I'm just going to touch the end of that to take the sharpness off where I cut it off, the bolt off, with a grinder, and then I'm just going to put a little dab of JB Weld, kind of like Loctite, on each one of those so that they'll stay where I want them to stay. It's probably not going to go anywhere anyway. And we can put that in the car.